EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday night primetime contest between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Has this at the 6. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11, 11, MT, take.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. In on the tackle is Jonathan Cooper.
11, Thomas.
Burrow from the gun. Force that to his right. Oh, he was on the move, but so is the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
His first throw is an interception. Drew Tranquil with the pick. And into the end zone he goes. A pick 6 for Denver. So we start our game off with a touchdown, Brock, but not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
Yeah, first drive on defense, the goal is to get off the field. Maybe even flip the field with field position. But to score points yourself, it's not something they honestly consider too much. That is until he started that return, baby. And they saw things lining up perfectly for it to happen.
Come up with a decision, question mark.
Can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive.
Hey, man, look.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Run like that, Kate, it just
might be able to let him go for a linebacker for real.
Offensively because you also know
Then I'll be hurting the corner.
set the table for more.
Here we go.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. Catch made by Chase Brown. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever
Yeah,
you
he
do,
can.
just find completions.
I can't front about that.
Never go broke. Taking
I know, he nice.
Get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
He works it down to the enemy 45.
I'll look at it after I get off. I mean, after this game.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
12, gun. Dot. 180. Dot.
Short yardage run here for Brown.
Come on,
And he's able to reach the 40s on that play. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
You love a huddle. Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Right 80. Shot.
First down, Burrow to throw. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Bengals have a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
11 MT. 11 MT. Shot.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown.
Oh, wow.
And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's second down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down.
Here we go. Here we go. 11. Right 80. 11 MT. Take. Shot.
Give on second. It's Brown. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it first and goal.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Here we go. Shot. Right 80. Shot.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should
Come
be on the
on.
defense.
I didn't even touch nobody.
Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. So now, following the penalty, here's first and goal.
Here we go.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bengals make it a one-point game. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Johnson with a return here. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. Opening play, and Bo will throw. Called in by Lamb, right side. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Shotgun snap to Nix. Escapes the pocket. And that will not be enough for a first down.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Ooh, and almost an opening drop pick, but he couldn't hang on. He dropped it. So the potential turnover ends up on the ground. They'll bring up fourth down.
Bro, they not sticking with them like that. That's crazy work.
Streak into the building with him. That is not a good start towards breaking that streak as they go 3 and out.
No, you want to bust that narrative, and the best way to do that is to start fast, and, well, once again, they're not.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. A fourth down snap to Nix.
Oh, he was open.
That's incomplete on fourth, and it's going to
Oh,
go
man.
down.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Riley Moss with the pick.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, but they've got him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
On first down, it's Nix.
God bless.
As he was throwing an Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second down. Here's Nix again.
Bro, what the fuck?
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's gonna be brought
This
down
man
here
covers
at the
again.
14.
I don't get how I can't do nothing against these niggas. Really don't get open.
Broncos first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get
Like,
burned.
they're not
taking
clamping it like
Yeah,
that.
it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
And they drop him with a big hit, but it's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chains moving too. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. We're back, and it is
Man, I
Broncos
see.
football as
It
we
was like his
resume.
last time.
They're looking at yet
But damn, I thought my
another first and
receivers
10
was a
on
little
this
bit
drive.
better. Like, they getting knocked off the line.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver.
That boy jam him into the ground.
Parlay the interception into points. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7.
Got the damn clamps, man.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Make me want to try
Bengals
hell.
getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Gun, gun.
What?
11, 11, 11.
What's
Behind.
up?
11, 11, mighty. Behind.
Here's Brown to start the drive. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
11, can. Behind.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Short pass brought in. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's 16 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
He dodged the tackle, and he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
8 yards on the pickup.
11 MT,
Brings up
11 MT.
2nd and 2.
Here we go. 11, 11. 180. Behind.
Here's Burrow. Chased out to his right. To the
Man,
sideline. Catch secured. Oh, he made that one look easy for the first.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That's how I think he did a terrific job of finding that out.
And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's
Good luck,
2nd and 8. Burrow to the air now. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead.
Quarterback, receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers and those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front give them enough time to make it happen. From one side of the field to the other, bingo.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got first and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. There he goes, right sideline. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take the lead on the first play of the drive. Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7.
Bengals 14.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Lord have mercy.
At their own 23-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Burrow back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
This QB is making it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34.
11, empty. Gun, gun. Stop.
Now Burrow. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Bengals have a first down.
Here we go, here we go. White. 11, 11. Stop.
From the gun, again to Brown. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right, doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Here we go. 180. 180. Stop.
Burrow setting the throw. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Broncos are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down target. All right, just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect.
Bro, they are clamping them boys.
And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Like, this is ridiculous.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Now Nix. Puts this one off to Harvey.
Running all into him and
Brought down inside the opposing 30. It's a game
pushing them down on the ground.
that first down.
Crazy.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Escapes the pocket.
Damn.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
Nix again on second and 10. On the move, headed right. He tucks it and takes off. Nick slides in safely, doing so after he picked up that first down. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
First down, Broncos.
To throw, here's Nix. Forced out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throwaway.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Locked up.
Nix from the gun.
Bro, lock the hell up, bro.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
I'll give this quarterback credit.
This don't make no
As much time
sense.
as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. Extra point try now for the Lutz.
Look at this shit. They try to let him block it.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Has this at the 6.
Oh, snap.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11. 180. Plays hot. Hot. Hot.
Brown on the
Oh,
inside
shit.
here.
I thought it was a damn.
And he is
Good
stopped
gracious.
as he reaches that 46-yard
Thought it
line.
was a play action.
The big play that took 17 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. And they'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
All right.
Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket. for
Don't
what's
pay
left
attention to
of
what
this
we
half.
come out in.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Burrow from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Here we go. Here we go. 180. Hot.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Hot. Hot.
From the red zone on 1st. Taken in by Chase, left side. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Second and 3 now.
Here we go. 180. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
To the air again, it's Burrow. And he will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals make it a one-score game before halftime. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So
It's
no
clamp
return this time.
defense,
Let's see if they
boy.
run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 20-yard line.
Put them clamps on, bro.
They've got 1st and 10, Bronk, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Back to throw it. Lasers this one deep down the middle. They connect on the deep shot. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Damn, I would have made it. I would have made this shit.
No good. He needed more leg, and he sent it too far.
That bitch moving fast.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Get to Harvey here from the pistol. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Staying on the ground here with Harvey. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, maybe, but he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Damn.
Away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever
They stay with them way too heavy. Like, it's crazy.
Is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Can't be that damn bad.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Now Nix on 3rd down.
Come on.
Too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Damn.
Looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. Looking to throw. And it's caught. He's got Lamb. And they get this down to the 28. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down and a drive a lot of us thought had stalled out. He's going to carry on.
Gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Denver.
Next to throw again. Well, the pressure really got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Second and 10, still at the 28. It's Harvey straight ahead. For solid gain there, Brock, but still third down is short that they've got to figure
Say
out
what?
now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
What a great sign to start the second half for this
Sorry.
offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
It's a third down, give to Harvey. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
That boy making me run the ball, and that is not what I do.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing yards. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Throwing here, Nix. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
Second and 6 coming up here. Nix now to throw. This one's caught. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. They got to him early, and they laid a big hit on him.
At their own 19-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
Gotta go.
Working quickly here.
20-yard line.
12,
Gain of a
12,
yard.
12,
Brings up 2nd
11,
and
MT,
9.
take.
Burrow to the air now. He throws a bullet to the center of the field.
This
He's
nigga.
got it deep downfield.
Oh my
He
God.
has this to the opposing 35.
Oh man. All right, bruh. Oh my God.
On 2.
All set now, 1st and 10.
Oh man, I can't beat that.
Now again, it's Brown headed right. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. It's a nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards,
Here we go.
and they just got a very successful one.
180. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
I just picked the wrong defense.
Headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
Here we go.
3rd down gives
Ooh,
him. And he'll get them enough for a first
that
down.
wasn't no first. Get that.
Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line.
That was behind the line. Like what?
First down right there.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Yo, what is really going
Keep this drive
on?
moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop. 180. Stop.
Burrow setting the throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls
What's
incomplete.
really going on?
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
11, MT, take. Stop.
Run with Brown. He'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
3rd and short, it's Burrow.
Good play.
He's got Gesicki complete. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
14 yards. That's another Bengals first down.
All right, so we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Bengals football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the fourth.
1-1, ready?
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Oh, I just fucked up.
Here we go.
Running for it with Brown.
I'm glad he ran it because I pressed run up the middle.
This defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal.
They go to him again. Nice defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. It's a gain of a yard, but they needed just a couple more inches. Third down.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third
Here we go.
and goal.
Burrow's going to sneak it. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Bengals now within 1 score in the fourth. Joe Burrow with the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Here we
The
go.
Bengals will line up for
Burrow will throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone and make this a 1-score game in the 4th quarter. Ooh, they get the 2 out of it. Nicely done, but into double coverage there. Feels like they might have gotten away with one there, Brock.
You know what you call that, Kate? You call that a quarterback.
That whole drive was crazy.
These receivers all the time.
Starting with that crazy ass
Just give me a chance, bro.
double team catch.
Put it up there.
Man, mouse.
That quarterback did, and the receiver delivers.
This return starts at the 5. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Shotgun hands off to Harvey. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Offense up to the line fast.
a gain of 2. Brings up second.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Get the fuck out of here.
Left, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator.
God
2
bless, man.
alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Going for it with Harvey. And he is stopped at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and they're going to catch a breather. They turn it
Oh,
down.
man.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense. Keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
On 1, ready? 12, 12, 12. Gun, gun. Shot. Big 13. Big 13. Shot.
Here's Burrow. And they kick him off again. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Broncos take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Nix with it on 1st. Short pass brought in. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory.
That's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Nix from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. He'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Once more, it's Nix. Wow, wide open here, complete. All the way, touchdown Denver! The Broncos stretch it to a 2-score game in the fourth. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
To kick off for the Broncos.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Dot! 11. Dot!
Back to work after throwing the pick.
What the
They can't connect
fuck?
on the deep low.
That boy just threw the ball 80 yards.
They got second down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. A sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
11, Thomas. Dot!
On second and 10 now. It's Burrow. This is a heater going deep. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there will be more interceptions.
Oh, that's on me.
He has the first over the middle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Offense to the line fast.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10.
Burrow now on first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
Dot! 180! Dot!
To the air again. It's Burrow. That's going to be caught by all. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. Give him 24 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Gotta go score.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Oh.
Dot!
To throw
Oh,
again. It's
shit.
Burrow.
Ooh, good
Had
dude.
it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. And that'll bring up second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Dot!
Again, it's Burrow. Finds a seam down the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Bengals have a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play.
Here we go.
Just like that.
11. Right 80.
From the red zone on first.
Ooh.
He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals now within one score in the fourth. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Now the offense and Burrow coming to the line, looking to tack on 2 more.
No, I just messed up.
And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
That is tremendous defense. First and foremost, you've got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Returning it from the 4. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds him on the crossing route.
Oh, you supposed to cook, boy.
The enemy territory to the 47. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first to stop this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On first down, it's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. So we will not reach the 2-minute warning. The defense calling time here. 2:08 on the clock.
What is this?
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Now Nix. Connects on the crosser. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. But with enough time, it's almost inevitable. He'll find enough space for a completion.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Oh, Bronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. To the edge of the end zone.
You got to come up with that, boss.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he is to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Broncos first down.
We're going to pass it here. Escapes the pocket. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
I'm gonna need for this nigga to do his job.
He'll look to throw it.
Oh, he was there.
And he rips this one out.
I should have threw it. What was I doing?
All right, so defensively, you've seen 2 throws now, and you turn both of them away. It seems fairly likely you have another one coming up here on 3rd and goal.
It does, and I think defensively, now you've really got to protect against the QB extending the play. Right after a couple incompletions, Kate, you know as a quarterback, if it's not there right away, I better be creative to try to find 6.
Oh, no, you're going to have to work for that.
Looking to throw. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. Final timeout taken by the Bengals. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Here comes
Oh, now I want to go slow.
riding on this field goal try. In his 11th year, still knocking him through. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
Best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters. These are the moments they live for.
Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
On 1, ready?
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Let's get set. 11, 11, 11.
First down, Burrow to throw. That's complete to Gesicki outright. It almost as he caught it. Does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37.
And the Bengals first down.
Oh, I didn't mean to be him. He wide open. Yep.
Finds Chase on a slant.
Damn.
Push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle the line.
Bro, it won't let me move.
First and 10 at the 47.
Burrow on first down. Trying to push deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. It's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Here we go. 180.
Sticking in the air. It's Burrow. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Broncos have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
Kid, I got a pretty good idea. He is not letting go of that football. It's headed for his mantle, maybe his family. That's a guy who was a day 3 pick. Weren't even 100% sure he's going to make the roster. And we just saw him get the first interception of his career. What a moment.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. They give up the middle to Harvey. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Luke's getting to stretch his legs a little bit here. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week.